Have you heard that what you focus on tends to get bigger and bigger and bigger? When you take your powerful mind and you put it on something out there, you tend to find more and more and more of it. And you might have seen throughout history how large groups of people were pointed to focus at things, told stories about things, and got entrained in very large attractor patterns of negativity that led to great division and death and suffering. And it all started with getting worked up over something political. Somebody who is trying to achieve power or to force people to bend to their will and their ideas. Now, when engaging with this, as it's a very popular thing right now in the world to be engaging with politics. I personally don't really engage or know anything about what's going on, but I remember when I used to focus on things that were going on in the world politically, and it was so much of that. I was feeling afraid, feeling angry, feeling prideful, really wanting things to be different. I was never really focusing on what I loved about people or how giving them permission to be the way they are, looking for safety and security and finding it. It was always some kind of distortion and chaos and bad things in the world. So, what about just letting go of the negative feelings when it comes to these situations that are happening in the world politically? Not getting caught up in the attractor pattern of attacking people, of making wrong of people, but just allowing any political situation to help you notice what feelings you're carrying and let them go. And then you can turn any politician or any political situation into your assistant for going free, for letting go of negative feelings. So for today's release, we're going to be looking at anything that you've been kind of caught in politically. And it's going to be different for everybody, or maybe there's a lot of similarities for some people. But just taking a look at a political figure or a political situation and noticing, how do you feel? How do you feel? And letting that situation help you to bring up that feeling, allow it up, and to let it go. Now, we've got other videos that kind of describe how the letting go process works. If you'd like to learn more about letting go, there's a great book, The Sedona Method by Hale Dwoskin, and Letting Go, The Pathway of Surrender by Dr. David R Hawkins. All of that suggested. These videos are just to bring you some facilitation for your personal letting go process. And so for this session, just take any political figure, any political situation where you're feeling something other than love. And could that be okay? Maybe there's fear. Maybe there's hate, anger. Just taking any person, any politician that comes to mind, any political situation that comes to mind, and could you let them help you to notice this feeling? And could you open up and allow the feeling to come up, and then just let the picture, the story about whatever it seems to be about, just drift by without following it. And could you dive into the feeling? And just give that feeling permission to be there. Just letting that feeling do what it does, nothing to change about it, nothing to modify, just feeling the feeling and actually ignoring the thoughts. Just letting it be just a feeling. Can't stop the thoughts. You can ignore them if you choose. And just sit with that feeling, let that feeling run. And just doing that, that feeling's going to start to go. Could you let it go? Would you let it go? You don't have to. It's just a choice. When could you let it go? And then just taking that same politician or political event that's going on or seems to be going on, and just noticing if there's any shift. If you forget about the politician or the event, well done releasing. Or if it seems very different, if the charge is gone, well done releasing. Otherwise, just opening up any more of that feeling that comes up just with the mere thought of that. And could you allow yourself to go behind the pictures, the stories, the words in the mind, and just notice this feeling? Just a feeling just for right now. Could you let go of making the feeling good or bad and let it be just a feeling? And even embrace that feeling. If it's a feeling in the chest, a feeling in the stomach, a feeling in the head, wherever it seems to be, could you just embrace it, let it be there? Just as it is. The thoughts pop up, just letting them scroll by without clicking on them and engaging. And getting more and more thoughts. How about just being with, embracing this feeling, just for now, whatever it is, wherever it is. And could you release that feeling? Would you release that feeling? When? When could you release? And you can check in again with that politician or that political situation. And just notice if there's any difference. And just allowing yourself to notice any more feeling other than love, anger, fear, pride, whatever it is, wherever that feeling seems to be, could you just bring your attention to the feeling and let the thoughts go by without chasing after them? Just diving into the feeling, dropping into the feeling, just for now. Is the feeling allowed? It's okay if there's resisting the feeling, you can just allow that. Or just allowing that feeling, giving it permission to be there, and just letting that feeling do what it does, watching it, noticing it, experiencing that feeling. When could you surrender the experience of this feeling to God? It's just an option. Don't have to. Yes or no's fine. Would you surrender the experience of this feeling to God? When could you surrender? And then allowing that same politician or political story that's going on to come back to your awareness. If you can't remember it, well done releasing. Or if it seems different, like it seems okay, also well done releasing. Though there might be more, that generally this is a huge charge. There's a lot of charge for people around politicians and political situations. Could you just notice if there's any more of that for you? Any other than love feeling? Politics and politicians are usually utilized to justify negativity. It's okay to hate this person. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be prideful. And it is okay. And could you notice that feeling? Just notice that feeling. Other than love. And letting those thoughts scroll by without clicking on them, without engaging them and getting more and more and more. Could you allow yourself to just be present with the feeling wherever it seems to be in the body, whatever seems to be going on there, being with the sensation of it, noticing it, allowing that feeling, just letting it be there, letting it run. It's okay to just feel this feeling, because as you allow that feeling to be felt, it's actually going to start to dissolve all on its own. When a feeling isn't resisted, it dissipates. So could you just allow that feeling to be there, feel that feeling, and could you let it dissolve? Would you let it dissolve? When could you let it dissolve? And just noticing any shift in your field, any shift around that person or situation. Just enlightening around the whole issue of politics and politicians. Just letting go of the negativity. This doesn't have anything to do with supporting or not supporting whatever seems to be going on politically. It's really just letting the political situations and those political people help you to release negativity. Because the power of love is so much more influential in the world, so much more powerful than all of the negativity that gets justified so much today in the world by utilizing people and situations as hate excuses, fear excuses, anger excuses, pride excuses. So could you just let those situations and those people help you to release what you're carrying so that you can be in the world and witness these situations and actually experience far more powerful influence through your loving presence, free of negativity. Thank you so much for releasing. It's incredible service to be releasing this stuff in the climate of today. So thank you and have the best day you can.